High five Ikaiwa.
I remember when I was in high school, in the mornings, we would have like a student news channel that would come on the TVs in the classrooms, and they did this episode where they were talking about something that was happening in uh, Ireland,
Mm.
and I didn't pay attention because I was a teenager. I didn't care about Ireland at the time, but they were interviewing people, and their accents were so thick that I couldn't understand what they were saying, but they had the subtitles underneath. And with the subtitles, I could tell like I could kind of like hear like little pieces like, okay, he's speaking English, but if I didn't have the subtitles, I wouldn't understand any of this.
へえ。
More recently, I want to say a few years ago, during one of the elections, uh, they were like interviewing a coal miner in I think it was Minnesota, and so that was like from America, and he had a very strong accent as well, and I could like barely understand him. The subtitles really helped a lot. Um, he was an older man, and he had like a daughter that like was helping him out, and she spoke in a way that I could understand, but his accent was too thick. Um, I grew up in the South for a number of years. So even though I don't have a Southern accent myself, even if somebody has a really strong Southern accent, I can still understand what they're saying pretty easily.
Oh, so how about Japanese accent in English, like me?
Well, we've talked a fair amount, and the more you talk to somebody, the better you get at understanding them. Um, so talking to you is very easy. You're very clearly spoken. Um, in the past, when I've spoken with one of your students, I had to like really like pay extra attention because she had a little bit more. She struggled a little bit more. Um, but speaking with other Japanese people makes it easier to understand a Japanese accent. So the a lot of it just comes down to listening practice as well. Um, it's easier to understand someone's accent when you've heard their accent a lot.
Okay. So you mean listen to English very often is, yeah, it to improve English.
Yes. And if you have a hard time understanding a certain accent, the only way to really get better is to listen to more of that accent.
Yeah, it takes time to get.
Mm.
Yeah, we need to make big effort.
And everybody has some amount of accent, no matter where you are in the country. Um, my own is more of like a Northwestern accent because that's where I grew up for most of my life. And it can, I have to try to speak clearly because it's very easy for me to kind of get mumbly with my speech and not pronounce everything clearly.
Okay. I see. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Out of curiosity, how were you at listening to each of these?
Wow. Actually, American English it's easier for me.
I'm
used
guessing
it.
you have a lot more American practice.
Yes, compared to other languages.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. But England is very tough. The rhythm is totally different from the American English. So
Yeah. And once again, they have their own accents as well. For example, listening to like say like a northern British person versus like Cockney English will be like very different.
Yeah. Right. So even we, the very small island, still we have a lot of accents. Yeah. So
And you also have like dialects, which are even a bit more than an accent, like where you like use like totally different words. And like
that's true.
sometimes I'll be trying to like listen to Japanese, and I'll be like, I can't understand anything they're saying. And then like it's because like they're from like a different area, so they're like speaking a totally different dialect, and like I'll be like sitting there like, why don't I understand any of this? I look at the translation and like I should know this.
Oh yeah. Right. But gradually you are used to. Yeah. Step by step. Yeah. Yeah, thank you so much.
チャンネル登録といいねボタンお願いします。Click the like button and subscribe to my channel.